Now request our CMD to address the RINL Collective at the start of the new financial year.
My colleague directors, Shri D.K. Mohanty, Director Commercial, Mr. Bagchi, Director Projects and in charge of Director Operation, Chief General Managers, Head of Departments and all the senior executives, representatives of my beloved Steel Executive Association, members of our trade unions, representatives of SC, ST and OBC associations, representative from VIPs, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. I think we can all congratulate ourselves for this very difficult year 22-23 that has just passed, where the RINL as a team was able to overcome multiple challenges, or not one but multiple fronts. And really all of us have demonstrated that if we all work together as a team, the impossible can be achieved. So let's give ourselves, the team RINL, big round of applause. I remember when I had taken charge, one of the first priorities was to operationalize the forged wheel plant. And there was a time when we thought that it will not happen. Railways had given us one of the most difficult specifications in the world. Even I understand that even Europe and US, such stringent quality standards of wheels are not there. And that was given to us at Dry Bareilly plant. And to top it all, the technology supplier itself was not very clear how we can go about it. And who showed the way? Our team at RINL. They were the ones who came forward and designed the recipe to make these LHB wheels that we have started producing. And I wanted to share with you that yesterday, the forged wheel plant in Dry Bareilly has passed the PAT and preliminary acceptance certificate was issued yesterday. From a situation where, it looked as if we would not be able to produce these wheels, we are now well poised to ramp up the production to 55,000 wheels in the current financial year. Railways are extremely happy with the quality of our products. And what is most important is that our team is now saying that they will ramp up this facility in a very short period of time. So let's give a big round of applause to the entire projects team led by Mr. Bagchi and Mr. Bapa Rao, Mr. Srinivas Rao, Mr. Sarkar, who's there, and the entire team of young RINL soldiers, who have really turned around this plant. Now, on the other fronts, I think last year was a year where we came out with a lot of innovation. And this innovation was led by the Works Department. I think for the first time, we tried out various coal blends that we had not tried earlier at all. We were managed to get them at a reasonable price. And at the same time, number of new initiatives like, the PCI introduction in the coal blend, the productivity levels that we achieved. And all this happened because following the Russian-Ukraine war, there was an energy crisis and we ran out of, major coals. So as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. And that is the time where the RINL, put together various thoughts and really, we have come out and today we stand very proud when we see the figures of January, February and March, where as you could see, we have almost broken even. Just a little more effort and we will be back into, the profitable regime that we very rightly deserve to be there. Now, as we have seen that in the first 9 months, that was a period which was very difficult for us. The steel prices fell down and all the major producers, the profit margins of all the major producers we have seen, it came down by 10,000 rupees a ton compared to last year. As we buying, we don't have the competitive advantage of raw materials that, other SAIL, etc., Tata Steel have. So we turned negative. But that was when we understood that how we have to modify our operations, in case of such limitations of the availability of raw material, and we really came out trumps. Now, there were various new initiatives. I think we must congratulate our materials management department that we took coking coal loans from SAIL and NMDC. Open account terms, we increased this, bill discounting that we had. Also ICVL, we took some more coal from them. And, these advance payment from the customers, we created new records every time. I think we must give a big round of applause to our Director Commercial and his team for these multiple initiatives, that really have brought our commercial skills to the fore. Also, there was, during the period of these negative cash flows, we were in grave danger of possibly missing out on an interest payment. And and you all aware that just one default in your payment of interest or your principal amount, and you immediately are classified as an NPA. And we are all aware of the loans we have. We have a loan of 22,000 crores in our balance sheets. And all this has to be repaid, and every year the repayment levels are going to increase. So I would say that despite having, cash shortages, despite having periods where, we were even struggling to look at, how the payments of the statutory payments have to be made, I think our financial department and our treasury department really came out tops. And for that, let me give a big round of applause to, let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Venu Gopal and his team, Mr. Shanta Kumar. In fact, yesterday, also I'll just share with you that we were in a catch-22 situation. We didn't have enough money. We had to square off the one old outstanding of NMDC. And really we were falling short of money. And day before yesterday, I had a conference. I reached out to all the branches that we have. And I told them, look, I want little 50, 60 crores extra because that is where, I'm falling short. And really, the entire sales department, it came out to the fore, it took advances from the customers. And I was just checking, with Mr. Shanta Kumar. He's not here? Yeah, he's here. And he confirmed to me that yesterday also, not only we made all the interest payments, etc., but we also paid the 70 crores to NMDC that they were asking. So thank you so much, and thank you for keeping our blemishless record intact. Now, with the production of about 13,000 tons a day, we have maximized the finished production to 12,500 a day. And I think the two blast furnace operation really, with the constraints available, we are producing at the highest levels possible. Also, additional working capital, is being, kind of arranged through these new innovative ideas that, we're having through conversion route, etc. Now, if you see the last 4 months, we have been selling on an average about 4 lakh tons of steel every year. We have been producing about 4 lakh and selling about 4 lakh. Because one thing we have realized that we cannot have build-up of stocks. Going forward, we were all discussing, and your Director Commercial is also extremely worried about the fact that, the sustainability of selling 4 lakhs in domestic market. If you see historically, first quarter is the time where we sell about 17-18% of the total sales. So going by that, we will only have, let's say, domestic market sales of, I would say, 2.5 to 3 lakh will be possible. Which means that another 1 lakh tons every month, we have to find an alternative source. Either exports or, this innovative scheme that we have come out to make sure that there is no build-up of the stocks. So, going forward, a lot of coordination is required, in terms of how much we produce, how much we sell, where we sell, how we sell, how to, organize the working capital. And with the limited constraints that we have, in terms of bank limits, because bank limits really are not, additional bank limits are not available. So we have to work out new mechanisms like, we have got this conversion, etc. planned. But one thing which is very important is that we have to ensure that there is no disruption in production. Because only disruption in production, it causes this fluctuation in the cost of production, which we have seen as extremely detrimental in the long run. So we have seen last year that there have been disruptions, not only on account of raw material supply, but also we have seen that, some bearings are breaking down, mechanical breakdowns are happening. Sometimes power outages, etc. are leading to cobble formation. So all these things now we have to be extra careful. On the preventive maintenance, I think this is an area we have to improve and make sure that going forward, not only do we organize the raw materials available, but also we make sure that the production continues uninterrupted, because then you will really start getting the economies of the techno-economics of the plant. And you have already seen the last quarter results, that little bit improvement from us, and we will be back into a position where the company will start generating profits and increasing its net worth. Now, also would like to share with you that under the able guidance of our Director Commercial, OMDC, there has been a significant breakthrough where we have got the clearance to start, one of our mines, which is the Bagyaburu mine, which has a small capacity of 0.4 million tons. And also the other Belkundi mines, after nearly pursuing with the government for over 2 years, finally we have got the public hearing. So big round of applause let's give to our Director Commercial for ceaselessly, not having this unrelenting approach of not giving up. And finally, we have got this public hearing, which means that very soon we can proudly say that at least 1.5 to 2 million tons of iron ore will be coming from our own mines in Odisha. So I think we have all seen what Team RINL can do. And going forward, I think that is what has to be done. That all the, initiatives that we are having, we have to somehow put together a team effort. And the day is not very far off, wherein we can proudly say that not only are the best, organization in terms of the assets, in terms of the talent and, the commercial acumen and the expertise of steel making and iron making that we have, but also it is translating into profits, because that was always there. We always had the best assets, we always had the best people managing those assets. We always had that huge emotional attachment that, we have to RINL, that this is, a company that almost is, going into the blood that we have. RINL kind of flows through our blood. So all these things are there, but ultimately all has to translate into profits for the organization, because only then we can start looking at and solving all the pending issues that we have, whether it is the pay revision, whether it is some of the welfare activities that we want to take forward. So I am very, very confident that the last year it has been difficult. But one thing that it has taught us is how we could become a profitable organization. So with the lessons of last year and with the strong determination that all of you have, I am very, very confident that quarter one, although it is going to be difficult, but if we can all put ourselves together, we can make this a quarter in which we will start having a profit after tax. So thank you very much, and wish you all the best.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.